What's poppin', y'all? Welcome back to another YouTube video, and today we're taking a look at another film review. Today we're taking a look at a little bit of a long overdue movie. Today we're taking a look and talking about Saltburn, and I do have a couple of Lego customs coming along the way for Saltburn as well, so if you do want to stay tuned for those, do hit that subscribe button and notification bell, because we will be doing a lot of stuff for Saltburn over the next couple of days. I have a couple of Lego customs in mind, so, stay tuned if you are a fan of Saltburn. But if you did watch Saltburn, and you was one of the people that was like, oh my god, that movie's disgusting, oh my god, I can't believe they did that, oh my god, I can't believe they did this, that, and that, I'll get to those points in the future. I'm just going to call you a baby right here, right now. I'm going to call you a baby right here, right now, because you all hyped this shit up so much. I was expecting it to be incredibly gross, incredibly dirty, incredibly sexual. No, not really. But before we get into that, before we do a deep dive into that, we're going to go over to what Google has to say without any further delay. So Saltburn is a 2023 thriller comedy, which is 2 hours and 11 minutes, is a 7 out of 10 on IMDb, a 3.8 out of 5 on Amazon, and 71% on Rotten Tomatoes. You can watch on Amazon Prime or Google Play. Troubled by his classmates' unfortunate living situation, wealthy Oxford student Felix invites Oliver to stay at his estate, but a series of horrifying events soon engulf his eccentric family. So, how the movie actually starts, because, we can't take what Google says at face value. We have to do a little bit of a deep dive, a little bit of our own reconnaissance to sort of work out what Google is trying to give us. So, how this movie actually starts is with Oliver starting off at Oxford University, and he sat on the nobody table, the loner table. He has no friends, he doesn't know anybody. And then he ends up lending his bike to Felix, and Felix is like, "Wagwan, mate, thanks. Big up my G. Thank you. Thanks for the help. Love you." And then he's like, mate, come over, sit with us, chill with us. They get on, they have a good time. Felix then starts to not hang out with him as often, so then he goes and throws in the pity card and manipulation, being like, "My dad died, brother. Wah, wah, wah. Sob, sob, sob. Cry, cry, cry." And Felix is like, "Oh god, oh no, I'm so sorry. Chill, come on, come back to the group, hang out with us." They then have their exams, they have a party, and he's like, "Oh, you can't go home because your mum's a drunk? Come live with me for a couple of months." And they go to his gaff, and he's introduced to the family. Mum, auntie, dad, sister, and we learn a couple of weird things, where Felix apparently fingered his sister, cousin. I don't know if that makes it better or not, but yeah, it's his cousin. They then share a bathroom, and weird stuff happens in the bathroom, and then he then starts to get a little bit closer to the sister, and then the brother doesn't like that, so he starts to get a little bit further away from the sister, and then he pushes the mate out of the family and tries to get him out of the way. They then is like, "Hey, it's your birthday, do you want a party?" He's like, "Yeah, let's have a party." Then Felix is like, "Oh, let's go see your mum for your birthday." And he's like, "No." And he's like, "Too fucking bad, we're already there." So they see his mum and his dad, who's still alive. They work out that he manipulated and lied, so then they then go back to the gaff, have his party. Felix is missing. When they wake up next morning, they find him dead in a bush. They then, chill. Oliver stays the night for whatever reason, because the mum wants him to. Then the sister offs herself in the same bath that they did weird things in. Then Oliver then takes 50 grand to fuck off from the dead. The dad then dies of natural causes, and then the mum meets him in a cafe and is like, "Damn, I haven't seen you in a while, long time no see, come back to the gaff." The mum then gets ill, and then Oliver kills her and then dances around the house naked. That's the story, that's the movie. Right, now the moment you've all been waiting for, the 3 weirdest things that happen in this movie. He drinks semen out of the bathtub. The way you all made it sound was you could see that shit. No, he just drank the water, you just saw the water. If you do that in the bathtub, it mixes in with the water. You don't actually see it, you don't see it floating around, it's just in the water, it mixes with the water. You don't see shit. He just puts his face in the water. Yes, that's weird, but not as gross as you made it seem. He just drank water. Chill. Get over it. He probably drank more soap than cum, if anything. So, his breath probably smelt fresh. Second one, he ate out the sister while she's on the period. People do that. That's a thing people do. People still do sexual things whilst they're on a period, and apparently girls like that as well. I've seen TikToks and reposts of that. Not that I've taken part in it myself, I'm just saying I've seen shit like that on TikTok, and it's apparently normal, so I don't find it weird. Girls do that. That happens every month. It's a thing that happens every month. Get over yourself. Third weird thing is dancing around the house naked. Doesn't everyone? If you're alone in the house, do you not dance around? I dance around the house when I'm home alone. I blast my music and I dance around. I dance in the shower, and if no one's home when I get out, I don't even bother with a towel. I just come walk up the stairs. That's fucking perfectly fine. He's in his house, all alone. Who's to say? Ah, yes, I forgot. The fourth one. He fucks the grave. He fucks the ground. I didn't think that was, out of the ordinary for him after the other things I've seen, but I did consider the fact that he now has dirt in his foreskin because he's not circumcised. Yes, you saw the ding-a-ling. Yes, you saw the wang. Yes, you saw it wiggle around at the end of the movie, so yes, you do know that he's not circumcised. So yes, there is probably dirt under that foreskin because I highly doubt that he washed it afterwards. We saw him, go sit with the family and wipe dirt off his knee, so he was there. He was fucking there. Gonna be honest, I quite liked Felix's mate. I forgot his name. Gonna be honest, I don't remember his name, but I quite liked his mate. He was a little bit of a dick. He was a little bit of an asshole, and he's horrible to Ollie. Ollie deserved it, I'm not gonna lie. After the plot twist at the end of the movie, where it sort of reveals that he planned all of this from the get-go, fucking master planned Ollie, I didn't see that coming. I didn't see that coming from a mile away. I was fucking clueless to that. That plot twist came out of fucking nowhere, and it was great. I really liked that plot twist. It gave his character a lot more depth, and it gave you a whole new perspective on the movie, and I liked that. I was shocked. I was shocked that he killed him after he drank his nut out of the bath. That you can't go around drinking someone's nut and then offing them. That's like two cakes, two different completely cakes of hating someone and loving someone. You can't have your cake and eat it, brother. You cannot have both. What the fuck is that? And you even fucked his grave. You killed him. Why was you sad? Why was you? What did you think the outcome would be? What did you think would happen? What did you think would happen? You were the one that gave him the bottle of vodka that would kill him. And then you go and bang his grave. You go and fuck the dirt that he is buried under. You sadistic fuck. I have nothing else to say. Like, him having that sort of recollection of, like, being the dickhead and sort of doing all these minor things which led to this final event of him owning the house is fucking wild. Like, you fucking planned this from the get-go. Do you have foresight, my dude? How did you know to do every little thing? How did you know that they would do that? How did you know that she would be at that cafe at that time? I don't understand where he got his information from. That is wild. That is fucking insane. Not gonna lie, there were most of the characters in this were quite hot. Not gonna fucking lie. The sister was hot, the friend was hot, Ollie wasn't, and neither was the main guy, Felix. But I liked the other two. I can understand where Ollie was coming from when he decided to fuck around with the entire family. He ate the sister out, and he handed the best mate off. Again, I can't remember his name. I genuinely can't remember his name. But he was getting around. He was getting around. He was planting his seeds. He was planting seeds. Yes, he was doing stuff with his seed, but also planting seeds to own the house. He is a fucking master manipulator, and oh my god, that plot twist genuinely caught me off guard and was a good shock, and I liked that. That gave the film so much potential. It did have a really slow start with it building up Ollie and Felix's relationship and how they became friends, and then how they grew distant, and you could see the anger and rage building in Ollie as everyone around him was telling him, hey, he'll get bored of you, he'll forget about you, he won't want to talk to you, just forget about him, don't even involve with him, because you're only going to get hurt. And you see that, and then he fucking weasels his way back in, and we see, like, the aggression that Felix's mate is giving towards Ollie. And after seeing everything in play, I now understand that aggression. I now understand why he feels this way towards him. And Felix just doesn't see it. Felix is oblivious. Felix is blind to Ollie's master tomfoolery, master manipulation. The acting is phenomenal. The acting is brilliant in this movie. Like, it is a greatly acted movie. It is unbelievable. Like, the emotions you feel is great. Mainly, it's shock from some of the stuff that Ollie does, but it's nothing like the over-dramatized version of TikTok that you hear. Like, everyone genuinely over-dramatized it on TikTok. It ain't that bad. It ain't that fucking bad. That's some regular-ass shit. Gonna be honest, I didn't think it was that bad. I've seen worse, unfortunately. For example, 2 girls, 1 cup. And then there's also 1 man, 1 cup. And then there's also multiple others, which I've seen, which are way, way worse than Saltburn. So, you know what? Growing up with unrestricted access to the internet was prepared me for this movie, in a way. So, there you go. That's probably why I'm not as shocked or as fazed by some of this shit that we see online. Or in this movie. Gonna be honest, I thought it was a pretty good movie. Would I watch it again? Probably not. But it had a great sort of story, and I really liked it. Acting was phenomenal. The music was great as well. I really liked the music. The music just added to it all. It built the suspense, it built the action, and we had some really just good pop songs in there as well, which I just quite liked, because it was nostalgic to hear some of the older songs. Other than that, it's easily a 7 out of 10 movie. I hope you all enjoyed, and goodbye.